Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, hello there, people. So today, just like yesterday, we're gonna be talking about food. Yeah. Thank you so much for all your lovely reactions. And I'm just, I feel this is wonderful. And those live streams, they're almost starting to turn into a tradition. So, the things that you might want to know. Why is this sandwich so special? Well, because it's made from a very specific Swedish food. I will show you right now. This is a very special thing. It's this. So, if you would ask a Swedish person, of course, it even says so on the tube that it's caviar. They call it caviar. And it's made from 1954. Okay, so it has been around forever. But of course, it has nothing to do with a thing that every non-Swedish person would call caviar, because caviar is relatively large red balls and things like that, and you can sort of squeeze them, and you can sort of see individual one and things like this. Now this this is a product of love, of fish love. Yeah. So before male comes and sort of infiltrates it with his semen, then to begin with, there is this, a product of fish love, female product. Okay. Now, let's remember this. That it has a very, very particular taste. And I have seen videos, when they give without preparation, they tell people to eat this, and people like puke, people spit it out, people go blah, and things like that. But there is also another side to it. I don't know if this guy is with us today, but there is a guy called Turk, Connor Turk. He has mentioned on stream before that there are some foods that you should get used to, that you sort of get acquainted with, and then it sort of grows on you. For example, many people feel that way about olives. Some people feel that way about oysters. And I would place this product definitely sort of in an oyster category, and yet some. So, one of the things that you gotta know is that this thing has been sort of like a trademark for beautiful, beautiful Swedish people who sort of the actresses. I'm gonna try it right now. Let's see if this might work. Because like maybe we can search. Maybe we can search and see if it works. We can search this together on Google and see. Like, for example, I will go to Google right now, and I will write, no, I'll go to YouTube, and I will say interviews with Swedish actors and actresses. Interviews with Swedish actress. And there is a very, very big chance that if it is made in Hollywood, that interview, then of course it's very likely that there will be some talk about this food. Let's like there are so many people which sort of have this experiences about Swedish food, and this is one of those things. Okay, well, here it is. It is another thing. I think this is like about a thing which is similar to um, Swedish, like a glögg. Yeah, it's one of the sort of wine products. But yeah, basically, like there is plenty of food. Let's see. This is also about Swedish traditions. There's like a lot of shows in Hollywood which sort of describe Swedish traditions. Let's see. Hollywood Swedish actress eating food. I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize for that. Now, eating food. Yes. Oh, there it is. There we have it. Yes. Let's see. There it is. Yeah. So basically, there is a guy and he is eating Swedish food. It's exactly like this. And yeah, there it is. It's exactly the same thing that you can see in there that I have been showing to you. And there are lots and lots of people who also have this thing, like who are also enjoying it. And it's very special in that way that people sort of have it as this unusual kind of dish. Okay, let me go back. Yes. So why is this? Okay, Lucky Chucky says, "What's up? This is Tong Industries." I don't know what that means. Okay, so what's up? This is Tong Industries. Lucky Chucky, could you please explain a little bit more what that means? Anyway, as I was about to say to you people, there is this situation going on where people who try it for the first time, it is almost constantly that they experience it in a negative way when they're unprepared. So people have to prepare for this type of food. People have to prepare for it mentally, and it also has to give a certain vibe. This is a type of food, just as you see in the videos from Hollywood, the type of food that you share, okay? This is the type of food that you eat with somebody, okay? Uh, sometimes people can feed each other this food, okay? So it's very sensual food. And it is also known to have some positive sort of qualities, like some people prescribe to oysters, for instance. So, uh, when people taste this food, it sort of creates this very kind of unusual vibration and in your mouth, and a very, very specific taste, which often is sort of promoted by this sharing, that you're sharing this with other person, and this experience kind of transfers onto this food. That is not some, I wouldn't say, like, I mean, uh, like, there are some ladies that like this experience, like if they would get it, like they would want to have it every day, okay? There are some there, I know myself, like quite a few ladies that if they would get it, they would eat this every day. But I would say that this is a special experience. It is not for every day. And one of the reasons why this is special, like if you share it with somebody, it is somebody who is special for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend. It can be just a friend or a person that you somehow revere or admire, but with who you choose to share this. Okay, this is a sign that if you're sharing it with somebody, especially if you're sort of feeding this food to each other, that this person is somehow special in your life. So, and then we have Stay Clear. Hello there, Stay Clear. Nice to see you. And then we have It's a Chinese Metal Factory. Oh, it probably is. I saw in YouTube. Great, wonderful. So when it comes to this food, the experience which you are sharing with that special person, also when you're feeding it to each other. Now, I will try to make this food right in front of you. I don't know if this is going to work out because last time I tried to make food and it ended up horribly. It was so bad, it was terrible. And probably I'm gonna need a microphone to make this food. So I really hope that this will work because, like I said last time when I tried, I messed up so bad. Okay. Now I have entered a microphone. 1 2 1 2. Can anybody hear me? Jamie 30. In US, sometimes many people call it feather fetish, feeding it to somebody. Yes, yes. In a way you could say that, but this is also a little bit different because it's a thing which really works for that. Yeah, feeding somebody. Okay, so now I will try to make this dish. Okay, you can hear me. That's wonderful. Okay, so my microphone works. I had to switch to microphone, and now let's see. Please don't be too harsh to me because this is something that is sort of very special for me, and yeah, I don't wanna do it wrong or anything. Anyway, first thing that we need is rye bread. Of course, when it comes to rye bread, in my opinion, there are only very few nations in the world that sort of make it right, and that is the countries that tend to be to the north. You would have Russia, Finland, Norway, Denmark, okay, maybe, and Scotland. Those are definitely the countries that would make it will be exactly the countries that make heavy liquor good. So like if you have a good vodka making countries or vodka producing country, or if you have a good whiskey country, generally they would tend to have good rye bread. Anyway, oh yeah, just so that I have said it, I don't think American whiskey is good. Anyway, now this is rye bread, and I'm gonna take that, and then it's gonna be an egg. Eggs, they go excellent with this. I just want you to know that if there is any match which is made in heaven, it is between eggs and this so-called caviar, or as I like to see it, it's a product of fish love. Uh, yes. There is something, yeah, nothing wrong with a feeding a girl. Yeah, I wouldn't mind feeding a girl who was in AA either. I don't think there is anything bad with people who have been to AA. In fact, I know for a fact that there are some very, very good people who have been to AA. Thank you for bringing it up, Lucky Chucky. Thank you. Yes, we it would be great to feed some AA girl this stuff. Yes. Now I have sliced an egg. I just used an egg slicer, so I've sliced an egg. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Okay, so I'm gonna spread it. And then we have a message where it is said, oh, yes. Lucky Chucky doesn't see the issue. You see, Lucky Chucky, how should I put it? You should probably stay with the show, stay stay with the program, so to speak. Since we have been now making AA analogies, stay with the program and I will show you what is the issue. The issue is how to eat it. Because, of course, the good way to eat it, first of all, you need to sort of a little bit practice your mouth, just for yourself. You go like, so that you sort of properly salivate. Then you do something like, okay, and when you taste it, you make sure that your lips sort of move forward first, like that, okay. And when you sort of reach this, so that it goes on your lips properly, and then you use your tongue, like like this, sort of, so that you kind of reach with it into all of your mouth. Okay, that is very sort of good way of spreading the taste around your mouth. So basically, first you sort of probe it a little bit with your lips and with your tongue, and then you sort of dive into it. Okay, so I guarantee you that those how should we put it, abilities, those skills, perhaps we should say, they are very, very, very. Oh, now what? How should I do this? I've never done this before. Okay, yes. Now let's see. Are you watching me? Can you see this? Okay, now I'm making it very, very rich because, of course, yeah. Okay. This is a little bit, how should I say it? This is a little bit sacrilegious because I'm doing it by myself. And of course, people, when you do it, please do it with someone, just like they show you on videos from Hollywood. And like, now let's see. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't go the same way as with the mussels yesterday. I hope I don't drop this, because that would be even worse disaster. Okay, this is how it looks. So we have rye bread, we have eggs, and then we have this product of fish love. And now, this is like a grass leek. And there's also just a tiny, tiny hint that you could use for I don't even know what that's called in English. It's like a grass which people would use also for pickles. But anyway, so you have just this a little bit of that for the smell of it, and then you have this grass leek, and then you take scissors. I promise you, people, I do have scissors somewhere in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Are you seeing me? Are you following me? Can you see this? Oh, wait. I'll put down the camera for you. Okay. Yeah. Nothing special. Just cutting leek. Cut it as it comes. Sort of. You don't need to go overboard with it, because of course a leek this can be a little bit powerful in the taste. Something like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Mm. Okay. Mm, mm, it's wonderful. This is such a good food. This is food for God's people. Oh, and I forgot. In my opinion, the type of sorry, you can't see me like that. In my opinion, the type of Carlsberg that goes together with this food, it is a darker Carlsberg. Anyway, I have to eat it. This is so good. This is divinity. This is embodiment of divinity. This is proof that God exists. Okay, because you put it in your mouth first like that. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. And now imagine that you are a TV host and you are sharing it with an amazing Scandinavian actress, okay? Or an actor. Oh yes, yes, yes. The Dill. The name of there is looks amazing. Yes, it's more delicious than it looks amazing. Dill. Yes, dill is the thing that you have together with the grass leek or whatever it's called in English. And the actress, I'm trying to find this actress for you in YouTube so that I could show it to you. But because you do have some very famous actors who are doing that, and of course, I'm not nearly as sort of skillful at advertising the food as this people. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh. No. One moment. No. Well, okay, I'll come back to you on this one, but if you type in Stellan Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård, so I will show to you the name of the guy, and you will just write eating fish eggs, so you can see. Um, Now I will share the screen with you. I'll share the screen with you so that you can see how Alexander Skarsgård eats it. Yes. Yes. And yes. There we go. There we go. There is Alexander Skarsgård eating it. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Okay? And then you have some other people, eating this. And of course, it's great food. Okay. So, now, if you didn't know, then you know. Lucky Chucky is saying, oh, we have some sort of discussion ongoing somewhere in the chat that I can't see right now, so I'll make sure I can see you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Um. Whoa, 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 whoa! Nate Dog, what are you doing? Why are you hiding? Stay clear. Stop it immediately. What did you do? Hello? Okay. Okay. Nadog, this is your first and final warning. Do not delete messages from 13 Stay Clear. 13 Stay Clear is a legit person, and we yeah, okay. Anyway, now okay. Uh, Stay clear. I very much hope that you can understand that there was a slight technical mistake, and yeah, I got nothing to do with it. Okay. So anyway, the discussion which I can see, which is still left there, Lucky Chucky from Bangladesh, I found out. So I presume Lucky Chucky is telling where he's from. And then I just finished eating a Cadbury chocolate bar. Do you know Cadbury? If I know Cadbury, I've heard of it. Nate Dog says, "Oh, sorry about that. I thought that was a troll. My mistake." Now, Nate Dog, you are a good person and everything like that. But when it comes to trolls, remember we have two rules in this room. You are not allowed to abuse verbally or in some other way speak bad things about Nate Dog and about Noel. Okay, those are two people who are off limits. Other than that, I will take care of everything else myself. Okay. Nate Dog. Are we clear on that? So if there is somebody who is speaking something about you or Noel, then you're allowed to block them. If it's not about you, if it's not about Noel, then do not block them. Okay? Hmm. 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 Oh my God, this is so awesome. Oh, people, Oh, I'm gonna tell you one thing about today. So today, early in the morning, I wake up and boom, there was sunshine. People, can you believe it? There was sunshine today in Sweden, and we had a warm day. Everybody, I was out today. So early in the morning, I was fishing. Then I fished a little bit in the afternoon. And then I did both of the times fish with my son. And then we went to the beach. And at the beach, there were people that were fishing crabs. It's so nice. It's so wonderful to see crabs like, ow, ow. It's so wonderful. Oh, and you see children how excited they are, how happy they are to see those crabs, and wow, it's just amazing. And two things that the city, I can see that the city is doing it right now. For example, a lot of children who are like in not in school, but like after school kind of thing that you have for school children. Like first there is school till about noon or 2 o'clock, and then after that children go to, what is it called in English, like a daycare, but it's at the age of school. So they took some kids today and they went fishing with them because the day was so great and everybody was learning how to fish. I could see it with my own eyes. They had like three or four groups from like either like first, second grade, or maybe some late kindergarten, and they were giving everybody a fish stick, fish rod, and they were teaching them how to fish. Now I have a question. I wonder, like, is there something that you do in that way? Do you do that type of thing in school in America? Do they teach you how to fish? I'm not saying that it's general in Sweden. I'm telling you what I saw down here in Malmo, and I saw it with my own eyes. Also, fishing crabs. People, do you like fishing crabs? What about crabs? What's your position on crabs? I find. Have you ever tasted crab meat? It's so delicious. It's so soft, so juicy, so delicate, and it has this unique taste. Oh, if you go to Japan, there are vending machines. Like you throw a few coins and then you get your stuff, like a vending machine like that. And you can also buy crabs like that in Japan. Huh? Isn't that awesome? Mm, 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 mm. Lucky Chucky. Yes, you are completely right. This is what you call a mutual fetish and things like that, but also with this very special food. So guys, take notes. If you're good at this, if you learn how to taste this food, how to eat it, This will create a very special bond between you and a friend with who you choose to share this experience. Okay. And It's very important that you sort of involve all of your muscles, all of your face, so that it sort of goes around it. And don't worry, yes, it will get messy, but just, sort of dive into it. And yes, at first it will taste peculiar, but sort of believe me, it's worth learning. It is something that it's like really good skill to learn, because it can create a bond between you and some for a I don't know how about America. Maybe you don't do that kind of stuff in America, but in it, definitely with somebody from Scandinavia, like with an amazingly handsome girl, if you do that right, it could totally, like, your shares will skyrocket. If you can do that good, and if you can show to her that you can do it right, your chances of becoming much closer friends are going immediately. They're skyrocketing. So that, and then mm, 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 mm. I will tell you that when you come out of the station, as soon as you arrive from the airport to the station, there are people selling this stuff, and they want to give it to you. Okay. Like in the shop, like they're offering that you buy it in the shop, and it's placed on a very nice sort of wooden plate like that, and they give it to you. I'm telling you, people, don't do it, because it's not just about eating, it is about the experience. It is something that you share. Now we have shared that, okay? We have had this evening experience. We have been forming this bond. Like Lucky Chucky said, feeding an AA girl. Yes. Um, that's yeah, yeah, that's a great sort of idea. So yeah, that's like, it can be an AA girl or an actress or whatever sort of speaks to you, whatever is closest in your mind. And now we have I tested crab meat on crab cakes from a restaurant called Outback Steakhouse. Interesting. Yes, there is a little wooden sort of hammer which you use to kind of crack crabs sometimes, and then you have like a special sort of wooden, not a wrench, I don't know what it's called, like a special cracker. Yes, cracker, probably that. That you can use to crack their like arms, and then you sort of suck the like the crab meat out of those hands. It's amazing. It's amazing how good it is. Anyway, um, now there is this. Yes, like I was telling, such a great food deserves a little bit of great beer, and like usual, alcohol free. I might add, like all the times that when we were talking about beer, it is alcohol free. Yeah, I can see alcohol free. You think you can? Yeah, there it is. Alcohol free. Yeah, it's spelled a little bit different, but you know that it's alcohol free. Anyway, cheers to you people. And now I want to know, the people who are on my show, how would you have felt if your school would have offered you to learn how to fish? Can you tell me in the comments what would be your reaction if school offered you to learn how to fish? Uh, Fish anything. Fish mussels, fish fish crabs, or something else. How would you feel about that? What would be your inclination? I mean, you don't have to have a ready opinion about that, but I want to know, what would you sort of feel? How would you feel about it? Is that something that you would be looking forward to, or probably, some of you would consider it unnecessary skill or whatever? I just want to know, if school offered you to go to such a, crab or fish hunting, like fishing expedition or crab hunting expedition, crab fishing. What do you say? Crab hunting or crab fishing? Crabbing? Crab grabbing? Can you say crab grabbing? What is the word actually in English? Crab fishing, crab hunting, or crab grabbing? Huh? Does anybody know crab grabbing? Does that sound right to you? I think I might. I don't know. But this is where I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go for now with crab grabbing. It sounds nice because they oh, and you catch them oh, it's so nice. And then you see them sort of swimming around in those baskets, like not baskets. It's not the right word, but like containers. Yes, I see through containers, and they're swimming around, and their kids sort of toying with them and playing with them. Now, I want to know, stay clear. Is that person back? No, it doesn't seem so. Oh, that's sad. I would have been so glad if there was stay clear with us. Well, anyway, um, stay clear. Are you with us? Can you make some kind of a sign so that we know that you're around? Is that possible? Okay, well, I hope you will visit us some other time. Now, anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this sort of moment of Swedish food, and that we shared this experience. And now, Nate Dog, I wonder, have you mended bridges with your buddy Noel? Is everything good between you two? Did you share some sort of Swedish sandwich with him? Huh? God, this is awesome beer. Now, this is a little bit, it's almost a little bit sour, just with a hint of sour, and it's much more bread like. It goes perfectly with the rye bread. It's like, and it's a little bit bubbly, and it has this awesome aftertaste, which so fits together with this caviar that I was showing you before. Oh, no worries. Okay, thank you. Stay clear. I was just, there is so much drama in this world. You have no idea. Stay clear because, like, there are some people who come on to this show who are sort of trying to troll and everything, and I'm sure that Nay Dog did not mean anything bad about you at all. And I understand, Nay Dog, that it was an honest mistake. Everything is good, and Stay Clear says no worries. And now I want to know, Nay Dog, did you sort of mend bridges? Did you shake hands? Did you share a Swedish sandwich with your friend Noel? Oh, now, anyway, I'm telling you one thing, people. The best time to come to Sweden, in my own opinion, would be about right now. Because, you know, um, if you can see that the weather is good, then you should definitely try to sort of match your visit with good weather when you're in Sweden. Because if you think that what you see in, like, I don't know, some New York or some other city by the sea, when people come out, that is nothing. That is nothing. I swear, that is absolutely nothing. I mean, just a day or two ago, a friend of mine was telling me that they were out and sort of eating with her son, in a restaurant, and then she saw a couple which was sort of I don't know, into voyeurism or something. And since we only have so many sunny days, they had to do it during that day because say whatever you want, but quite many people in Scandinavia do like to sort of use the nature in more than one way. I mean, my one of my first experience coming to Copenhagen, I think it was actually the first one, was to see condom on a tree or on a bushes actually. So I walk into a park like few hundred meters from the train station, maybe a kilometer, and one of the first things I saw was there sort of this sort of love sign, so to speak. And clearly, when as soon as the weather is right, people who are into that type of activities, they sort of jump out and start, how should we say, a love summer, a summer of love, one might say, or something like this. And it is a very, very unique experience, I would say, because those bursts, the warmth and the sun, it comes in bursts and it's so unpredictable, and people go absolutely whoa, like I said, today, instead of having kids in school, they would go to the seaside. They would be like fishing fish, fishing crabs, all kinds of things. And the amount of people who were out on the beach, okay, it wasn't quite full. I don't know. I think if you would take like whole population of Malmo and throw it on our beaches, I don't think we would cover it entirely. I think that today there was pretty much everybody out there, but still it wasn't enough to cover all the beaches of Malmo. There was still plenty of place where you could sort of enjoy the sunshine and have your own spot. And but the amount of people, I don't know, like on the radio, no matter which channel you turn, everybody was talking about going to a beach. We are talking about a full scale evacuation of town, okay? Like the whole town was emptied, and everybody, "Wah!" Because there's this story when they say that like uh, okay, so one time there is like a Spanish guy, Italian guy, and a Swedish guy, and they are coming back to the European Union headquarters, and they're telling about their summers. And then the Spanish guys go, "Oh, during the summer I had siesta, fiesta, a lot of tangos with senoritas and stuff like that." And then Italian guy goes, "Oh, I had so many vino and so many mountain experiences and things like that." And Swedish guy goes, "Well, we also had a great summer this year with sunny weather, but that day, I was unfortunately sick." Okay, we had a great summer this year, but the day I was unfortunately sick. And everybody knows that this could be that day because throughout July we had a horrible, horrible weather. It was raining almost all the time, and the weather was like, uh, I don't know, somewhere in the 60s, maybe. Yeah, yeah, like 62, somewhere there, 60, 62. And it was really not nice. And then it for once it becomes sunshine, and everybody's like, "Whoa, let's run in, run in, run in!" And like everybody threw whatever they were doing and just way to the beach, because like the facilities, also not just the beach in itself, but the facilities are great. Like there is a shower. Like how many days in a year do you even need to take a shower in Sweden? I mean, on the beach, because like most of the time there is absolutely like no one, and uh, the water is too cold. Nobody's going there. The water is too cold, so nobody's swimming, and so this shower is used maybe like, I don't know, 10 days, 10 days a year or something like that. Well, I'll sort of just throw the number out. Let's say maybe 20 days a year that this shower gets to be used, but that's it. Otherwise, but it's still there, and it's a shower which is working in 4 ways, so it's enough for 4 people. Only on that small stretch of the beach where I was. And there are also great bridges where you can sort of step down, and they sort of clean up the stones. They take care of that there is practically no weeds growing and things like that. And the sand is so white. It is so white. You almost get blinded by it. It's completely unrealistic. You sort of feel it, and it's like it's like a powder. It's like, your baking powder or something like that. Okay, so we have more messages from Nate Dog and from Stay Clear. They're telling us, I've seen more than I want to see from trolls. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Stay Clear. And Nate Dog says, no, not really. I presume that is his answer on whether he has managed to mend bridges with his friend Noel. Now, Dragon Zeron. Hey, hey. Oh, speaking about trolls, huh? What's up? What's up, Dragon Zeron? Well, yes, I can see, and now I'll just jump into a chat to see what's going on there, because for now I was following you through the StreamYard, and sometimes there is a slight difference. Oh, Stay Clear was unhidden. That's wonderful. Unhidden. That's great. Okay. So what I was telling you is that there is this amazing sort of tsunami. I would say tsunami of experiences that comes over you if you manage to hit the Sweden in the right time. Because let's say you would come like in maybe somewhere in early February or late January. So you are after we have this season until, what is it called? It's called like All Saints Day, or what do you call it in English? Like not All Saints Day, but there is a day. People, can you help me out? There is a day when I think it's at the it's at the end of October, where they're like pumpkins and all these things and ooh, ghosts. What is it called? It's not All Saints Day, but in Swedish we say All Saints Day. But what do you call it in English? Anyway, maybe somebody will tell me that in the chat. But so until the end of October, there could be relatively good weather. It is actually comparatively warm. We have often very warm autumns, but from, let's say, so November, yeah. In December, the Christmas festivities start up, and if you're around Christmas, just slightly before Christmas, then it's great. It's a lot of like Christmas things, Christmas attractions, all of those displays, all of those fantastic candies, chocolates, all this other stuff. And then between the actual Christmas is absolutely dead because everybody's at home and it's boring and it's horrible. So like, don't come to Scandinavia during day of Christmas. So 23rd is like no go. But the New Year is okay. It's actually nothing specific. So I would say if I would be going, I would say December until Christmas, and then from second half of February we can have already blooming and everything, and we are very early with that. So this part of Sweden, it's it has this Gulf Stream, like a warm stream. So we have some great fish over here, great fish products, great oysters, and all this other things. But also we get some heat with it. comparative to the rest of the Arctic Ocean. Like north of Sweden, there is Arctic Ocean, and Arctic Ocean it's sort of um, it kind of affects our weather quite a lot. But since there is a Gulf Stream and the water is bringing to us like a warm air as a conveyor belt, usually we get quite an early spring, and a lot of times during the second half of February, we can be more or less on part with France. Like Paris could have about the same type of warmth and temperature and same type of growth. But then it starts just as early as maybe France, but then it goes slowly, 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 slowly. So it really hits off only like in April, sometimes in early April, sometimes in late April. Uh, yeah. So I would say that a good day, early March. That's no, late March, late March. Yeah. So late March, then you will see quite a lot of green. And if you go here in the second half of February or in the beginning of March, then you will see only those like flowers beginning to open up. You will just see those sort of sprouts coming up and things like that. But compared to other sort of northern places, it will be quite nice. It will be way ahead of many other places. So maybe a very large maybe on second half of February and first part of March. So I would go around Christmas. I would go in April, May, all summer, and then September, October. November a no go, and the January definitely a no go, and the first half of February definitely a no go. And then it depends. And it's also so wonderful because when it finally gets warm, there is this experience that there is a joy, like it's a celebration because everybody goes completely crazy. People literally go nuts. They're like, "Whoa!" Because you got to catch it. You got to catch it. And whatever whatever you're into, that is now that you got to do that, right? So, like I was saying, a friend, a friend of mine was with her son, like an adult son and everything, but still they were out there and just in the restaurant, and they saw some people engaged into sort of summer of love sort of within a view distance, right? And there is a lot of things like that which are also completely detached from love aspect, that would be like how many people choose to like eat ice cream. Like eating ice cream, it's almost mandatory. Like if you have a day like that, you will have your ice cream anyway. You will have like one, two, or maybe even three a day because that is the day. And everybody is so open-minded and so happy. So, like today, I was parking because I was about to, buy some food, and sometimes when I'm driving, I might not have all my buttons sort of too tight. So I might have a little bit like one button loose on my pants because it's simply too tight when you sit. And then I'm sitting inside my car and I'm about to walk out, and I see a lady next to me just her window pulls down, and I was about to put my button back, and it kind of looked a little bit peculiar, and I was like, okay, 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 okay. This could develop potentially into an awkward situation. Warning, warning, warning. I'm like, okay. And she's kind of like leaning over towards me. So she sort of sees that I'm putting, this button back. And she's like, there's toilet paper hanging out from your car. And I was like, what? So basically, I have some rolls of toilet paper back there, so it's like if my son spills some food or drinks, so that I can clean it up. And then for some reason, when he was playing there with something, he decided to unroll a roll of toilet paper, and he unrolled it to such a degree that you could see the toilet paper sticking out of the door because he closed the door and there was a small piece of toilet paper sticking out, and that's why the lady felt the need to sort of, pull down her window, start speaking to me and everything like this. But that was such a interesting situation because for a second there, I really did not know which way is this gonna go. No, it was my son who was sitting before back in the car, and yes, I do have a son. Yes, Lucky Chucky. Why do you sound so surprised? Yes, stay clear. Yes, stay clear says Halloween. Yes, that is. Thank you, thank you. So what we call All Saints Day in America is Halloween. Well, it's not exactly the same thing. We have both. We have Halloween and All Saints Day, but what I meant was Halloween. Yes. Those are quite close. One of those is when you go to graveyards or churches and you remember the dead. That's All Saints Day, and Halloween is when when you go around with your children and door to door and ask for candies. Wow, yeah. You have a son? Yes, I do have a son. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. The lady son. Yes, the lady's son, an adult son, and the lady, they saw some people engaged in some sort of action. So I mean, like, I would presume that, like, those people, they also kind of knew that there are older people in front of them, so they didn't expect any kind of like reaction. I mean, like, of course, if it would be somebody who maybe had somebody underage, maybe they would call the police. I don't know. I don't know really, but I would imagine that those people, they kind of were guesstimating in front of who and where they're putting on their show. So of course, like with everything else, we have all kinds of people in Sweden, and there is like a whole spectrum, like of opinions, and then you can have some very conservative people who will freak out for some small things, and then you have people, you know, my tolerance for weird is like pretty large, but even some other people who I meet, they are making it in straight hoops. They're just passing through it just like that because yeah, what I think is open-minded to some people might be staunchly conservative views. Anyway, what I was about to say is that now that we have had this sensual Swedish sandwich with the caviar, we had our beers or whatever is your choice of drink. People, by the way, if you're drinking anything, let me know in the chat, okay? And since we had our fill with food, we've had our drinks. I wonder, does anybody feel like going live for a few seconds? Just, a couple of minutes. Um, what? Uh, okay. All right. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you should go and time out. You know what? I think you should definitely go and have a timeout. So, Dragon Xenon was blocked for 5 minutes, and yeah, Mm, he crossed the line. He very well knew it, but okay, 5 minutes timeout. Anyway. What I was about to say is that is there somebody around there who feels like getting live who wants to come up and do live with me for a little while, just for a couple of minutes, if you feel like it, then he is in YouTube, Dragon Zeron. Look it up. And he did a stream last night. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Okay. So this guy is in timeout. Okay. Anyway, what I was about to say is that if you feel like coming up here and being with me on the panel, you are very welcome to. Here is the link. Boom. And I hope it works. I don't know. Maybe. And the simple rule is like always, no face, no space. So if you want to come up here, then you have to sort of show your face because of course, I want to know who I'm talking to. All right, I'm gonna give it like a couple of more minutes, but since for now at least there is not a whole queue of volunteers who are willing to come up and join me on the panel, I think we should all prepare to have a wonderful night or whatever time of day it is at your place. We are exactly at midnight. Um, I would presume that some of you are having like in Eastern time, it would be 6 o'clock in the evening, and like East Coast, it will be about 3 o'clock, and the middle of America will have right now about 4, and London about 11. So I hope very much that you did enjoy this show. If there is something else about Sweden or otherwise that you want to know, don't be shy, write it down, and I'll try to answer your questions the best I can. But for now, I wish you a lot of love in your life and, like always, consensual and legal. Lots of love in